Hi friends! We have arrived in Halifax, Nova Scotia, the first stop during our Canada cruise aboard Royal Caribbean's Jewel of the Seas. Join us as we travel to Peggy's Cove, a famous fishing village featuring a stunning lighthouse and truly unique geology. Afterwards, we explore the Halifax waterfront and enjoy a seafood-heavy lunch at Waterfront Warehouse. We also visit the Maritime Museum of the Atlantic. This is Canada's largest and oldest maritime museum and showcases the stories, people, and events that shape this area of Canada and its connections with the sea. After setting sail, we create our own multi-course dinner from Windjammers before a relaxing evening in the Safari Club. Come and enjoy the beauty of the East Coast with us today on this happy place.
We're here.
Well, we didn't make it yet.
Oh, that's true. We could still crash into the pier and sink.
But we are doing a Peggy's Cove excursion today.
Mm-hmm.
It's about 3 hours long.
Yep.
And we are meeting in the Coral Theater in just a few minutes. We're going to take you along. The weather was looking really bad, but It looks like we might not have rain during the majority of the excursion.
I'm pretty hopeful. It was like 1,000% chance of rain all day yesterday. And now it's looking okay.
Yeah, definitely. But join us for this excursion. We'll show you what it's all about and if we think it's worth it. And then when we're done, we'll probably explore in Halifax a little bit since we don't leave here. I think all aboard's at 4:30.
Yeah, we'll get as far as our walking legs can take us and we'll bring you along. Look at it all. Would you just look at it?
It's very industrial. Looks like we are going to have a friend in port today. This little guy. They're probably going right there. Hi.
Oh, hi.
Hi.
Fancy seeing you here.
Oh, I've been doing an excursion since Alaska.
That's not true.
You did an excursion in Bermuda. I did not do an excursion.
Oh, going to that beach counts as an excursion.
I went to a beach. I didn't do a guided tour.
You got a shady ride, shady beach.
They shoved 400 of us in a van. I had a baby with me. I'm not going to call
Boy,
them.
that sounds like a border crossing.
So it's better, faster, easier to check in all together, one person, all tickets in hand. Is that okay? Do we have a deal? Mm-hmm. If you don't get along with your party that day, if you don't like your husband, your wife, your kids, come separately, we'll put you in different buses. No way of changing your mind last minute.
And we're off to famous Peggy's Cove fishing village here in beautiful Halifax, Nova Scotia. I could sell this stuff.
You're the least Canadian person, I think,
That's true,
in the entire world, so.
How do I be more Canadian? I'm wearing flannel.
Hey.
Doesn't that make me more Canadian?
Yes. Just be chipper, you know?
I don't know.
I don't know, he says. We're in Canada.
Sure.
Canada. You're gonna hear that a lot, I apologize. Gonna be on this monster. I've never been on a double-decker bus.
I don't think I have either. I got people on people in here.
I'm excited. Go up?
Yeah. We have bust.
You know that it's been my lifetime goal to see and or pet a Nova Scotia duck toiling retriever.
I did know that.
And so we are in Nova Scotia.
There's a chance.
My goal might be met. I'm not gonna lie though, I haven't looked at a picture of what that dog actually is in many, many years.
So we're just gonna ask everybody with a dog. Excuse me, your dog looks like
It's
a yellow
like a
lab,
pug.
but
My goal could be met today, lifetime.
or tomorrow. We're still
I
in
know.
Nova Scotia tomorrow.
I know. It could happen. But we're gonna double-decker bus to Peggy's Cove. Very, very windy, but we are at Peggy's Cove. It's very quaint. 33 people live here. But let's go. We have about an hour here. I'm gonna go see what I can find.
So windy and so cold.
Fingers aren't working. I don't think
My
you can
meat
hear any of
hands
this.
are barely working to pull the paper off of this thing. All right, there we go.
They are hard to take
Yeah.
off.
I'm thinking
Like,
right in here somewhere.
yeah.
Makes sense to me. There you go.
See your technique.
No. I'm not gonna break my face this early in the cruise. Walk around the rest of the cruise with less teeth in my
Yeah.
mouth. That would not be fun. You may not know this about Teo and I, but we both went to school for the same thing. We did environmental studies and took a whole bunch of geology classes. And once upon a time, I would have totally nerded out over all of the different intrusions and strata and lines and the rocks and everything. Now I have no idea what any of them are, but they look cool.
I know. Probably like $50. Or maybe not. I don't know.
The uniqueness of the Cove. You see the Cove here?
We made it back
Yep.
to the port.
Off the bus.
So I think we're gonna walk around. What time is it? Do you know?
Time o'clock. 11:44.
So we have like 4.5 hours. I think we'll head back a little bit sooner than that because we have dinner at 5 tonight.
Yeah.
But I'd like to go walk around the boardwalk a little bit, be closer to the water, and just see what we can find.
Let's go explore.
Exploring! For all of our cruising fans, which I'm assuming is a lot of you, there's a
Okay.
Samuel Cunard statue here.
It's fine, you know. If I want.
What did you think of the tour?
I mean, the time we spent in Peggy's Cove was very nice. I would have liked to spend longer there. It's an hour and 10 minutes bus ride in.
Yeah.
And then you're there for 1 hour, and then it's an hour and 10-minute bus ride back.
I feel that the reason you're there for so short is because so many people are coming in.
Yeah.
And you don't want to have 1,000 people in such a small area that they end up limiting how many people can actually be there.
Yes, I think you're probably right that, because that could have been a longer tour otherwise, you know, like on
Yeah.
a day like this, we're here all day. But I feel like you can either go and see the town or you can see the shoreline and the granite formations and everything there. An hour is not enough time to see both things.
Yeah, but I understand why they do it like that for a cruise tour ship. All the people that got there at the same time were probably leaving at the same time, while then another group made it there from some of the longer tours.
I mean, our tour guide did say something like, well, there's going to be 25 buses here today.
Yeah.
And Peggy's Cove has a population of 33 at the moment, so every bus is double that.
Yeah.
So we're talking like 50 times the population of that little town in one day
Yeah.
would not support it. So I get it. I just, wish I could have spent more time there. But our guides were very good.
And they knew everything.
Yeah, lots of good info about Halifax in general. Lots of good Titanic information, because this area is where the
people that were pulled from the sea.
When the Titanic sunk,
And they were
came back to
many of them were buried here.
Yeah. So that was interesting.
Is a tour that you can. There's a museum. There's a Titanic museum,
Yes.
and that one was advertised a lot. So
There's a lot of like Titanic connection related
yeah.
stuff here. But there's also Garrison Brewing Company.
Okay. Well,
They do not look open.
it's pretty early still, so
It's a Tuesday.
Maybe we can hit it on the way back too.
Definitely reading the French side of the sign. Okay, never mind.
George's Island,
go.
Halifax. That's neat.
Oh. The Acadians, remember, that he was
Yeah.
talking about, came who were
Yeah.
here first. And then they were like, who's going to own it? You can do it, but you got to sign the thing to the king. And they were like, we've been here for 300 years, bud. We're not signing allegiance
Yeah.
to anybody. So they locked him in a church, surrounded them with rifles, and said, get out.
And then they went to New Orleans.
And that's how you have
The Cajuns.
Cajuns. That's how you
I
get it.
never knew that.
Yep.
I mean, I should have assumed they were from Canada, but I didn't know.
The French-Canadian Cajun influence. Look at us learning
Look at
stuff.
us learning. So proud of us and our learning.
People here got a sense of humor.
Looks good.
Look at that. Ooh. Yeah. You know you're someplace different when there's more oysters, more different kinds of oysters on the menu than anything else.
Starting with some local Canadian beers. Well, actually, I don't know if they're local. This one is, because this brewery is literally 1/4 mile away down the boardwalk.
And I got a Tatamagouche or Tatamagouche. If you know, correct me. North Shore Lagerdale.
You gonna try it?
Yeah. I haven't taken a picture yet for Untapped, so I can't drink very much. It's very light. Definitely tastes a little sweeter and malty, like a lager typically would, but very light and crisp, like an ale.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm liking it.
I think you'd like this one too.
That one's going to be a little roastier.
Yeah, it's roasty, but it has good flavor, but it's not punch you in the face roasty, I'd say.
Good.
Yeah, it's nice.
Off to a good start here. I'm liking it. We're in.
Starting with some brown bread and some maple butter. That's it's so cute. Hand for
Hand
scale.
for scale.
It's so cute.
That's pretty adorable.
I bet it's gonna be delicious.
I know. Molasses bread is usually like dense, so I don't know how they got this tall and fluffy.
It was just brown bread. Was it? Oh,
It was molasses brown bread.
Oh
Yeah.
my God, so exciting. Oh, it's so sweet. It's like dessert bread.
Okay, we got a little wiggle out of you.
It's very, very dense, but that's
Oh, wow.
like, it's warm and the butter is so sweet. No, it's like sweet on the backside of the butter. Like you get butter when you first taste it and then it's like, oh, there's the maple sweetness. But the bread is sweet too. Yeah, this is delicious. I kind of wish all like pre-lunch dinner bread was this.
It's you know what it reminds me a little bit of is like the Dollywood cinnamon bread without the all the cinnamon and butter, but it's that kind of like crispy on the outside, very soft but dense on the inside.
Yeah, it's not.
Sweet
It's
bread.
heavy though.
Yeah.
It's not like. It's good though. It's good. I like it. And just like that, our food has arrived.
That was very fast.
It was super fast. I got the lobster poutine. It's a loaded lobster poutine. It looks like there is a good amount of lobster on there. If you don't know, if you're new here, French fries are my favorite food, so I had to get poutine at least once during this trip. And I found it on our first stop. Great. Not super lobstery. I can't remember what the sauce was, but it's a gravy. It's some form of gravy, of course. It's poutine.
I think it's like seafood gravy.
No, it was like it's garlicky.
Oh, okay. Well, that makes sense.
Yes, and it's really nice. I like that a ton.
It's honestly probably just a simple white sauce with garlic.
I think so. I mean,
Yeah, it's French fries covered in garlicky white sauce and lobster. Like, it is what it is.
hey, it's good. I like it.
It's good. I like it. I got the smoked salmon Reuben because if you're new here, then it's important for you to know that Reubens are my favorite sandwich.
Jake does love a Reuben.
And so they're kind of my measure for what is a good restaurant, is how good the Reuben is.
But Jake does not like seafood that much, so he'll eat salmon. It's not his favorite.
So the predominant flavor here is actually the rye bread. But there's all kind of more delicacy with the salmon. It is not fishy at all.
I mean, sauerkraut is such an overpowering flavor, and salmon is a relatively subtle fish.
Yeah, but I do taste like some smokiness from the salmon. Okay, I'm getting a little bit of like the salmon oil flavor now. But it goes great with the rye bread. That's a really good flavor combination.
Ooh, I definitely want to have a bite of that if you would be so kind.
Oh yeah, that's really interesting.
Yeah,
I like that a lot.
This is great. It's a fun little stop. Yeah. Good lunch.
It was, yeah. I think for where this place is, it probably absolutely crushes it on cruise days like this.
Yeah.
I mean, the place is full right now.
Yep.
So we seem to have gotten here at a good time. But Yeah, I don't know what we have.
She has a new audience.
Like 3 hours before we really have to be back on the ship. And they do have Wi-Fi here, so I guess we'll research what we're going to do next and let you know.
We have decided to do a quick jaunt around the Maritime Museum that's right here on the Waterfront Boardwalk area.
Yeah,
Learn about boats.
it's about $10 an adult.
Yep.
And we got a couple hours to go before we got to be back on the ship, so why not?
Yeah, let's go look at boats.
Look at this freaking lighthouse lens.
Oh, wow. Wait, go stand by it for scale.
Okay, human for scale, right.
Where is it?
Fresnel lens.
It's from...
Oh, it's a Sandberg
Very hard.
lighthouse
Hold on, I
lens.
gotta stand on this side for glare, sorry. I don't think I would have known that that's how big the lights are.
Yeah. How would you like to be the guys that just sit in here and build ship models for a living?
Jake, have you ever built a ship?
I don't think so.
What about an airplane?
Yeah, I have.
Well,
Like little models and stuff.
I don't think you're gonna find any of those here.
No.
This is the boat museum. Okay, that's a little more like,
Yeah, this is more what I was expecting.
yeah.
Can you see me?
No, no, I can't see you at
Oh
all.
wow, you're upside down.
What's up?
When I look at you on the other side of this through the lens, you're upside down.
Oh, like a spoon.
Yes, like a spoon.
Our tour guide on our Peggy's Cove tour this morning explained to us about the Halifax harbor disaster and how it was the largest man-made explosion up until the bombs in Japan, which is insane to think about. All kinds of dinghies and full-size boats in this room. This is really neat. It feels large when I stand next to it down here, but if I was in there on the ocean, I think it would feel very, very small. Up the stairs, we're gonna get into the age of steam.
Have you ever seen one of these tri-steam engines? Yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, I had one. Did you?
There's a giant section about Cunard. Because that's the featured story.
Triple expansion steam engine. Kind of a big deal.
Kind of a big deal. I'm just repeating what Jake says because I'm not very good at science.
I don't know anything about steam engines. Ooh, Taylor. What do you think?
Ooh.
Could I pull it off? I'm afraid that if I put it on, given my stature, I would look like Napoleon.
You would. I heard Napoleon wasn't like super short though. That's actually just a rumor.
I also heard that he was not.
Like,
so he was like perfectly average.
Yeah.
That's what he told everybody at least.
And of course, we're in Halifax. The most famous shipwreck is going to be the Titanic. They actually have a few pieces from the Titanic.
Oh, they have like some of their deck loungers.
Yeah, look at that. These are pieces of the grand staircase. And the carved archway.
For a very long time. Until the early 2000s, they assumed this young child's body.
I think you could pull it off.
Yeah.
I can't imagine trying to move in that underwater.
Right? Pretty neat.
Yeah.
I think if you're a Titanic fan, that's definitely a place you should go.
Or, like, not even, well, definitely if you're, a Titanic fan, because there's some really interesting bits and pieces of the wreckage in there, and good history. But if you're at all interested in naval anything, ships, oceanic travel, cool. And they did have a really interesting portion of that exhibit that was all like First Peoples type oriented.
Yeah.
And that was neat. It really, I think, artfully and respectfully highlighted the growth from like birch bark canoes and stuff to the vessels that we have now, and sort of the influence throughout the ages. The whole thing was just, I think it was well done, but you could definitely do it in like an hour.
Yeah, oh yeah. I mean, if you really like boats, if you like sailing, if you like navies and military operations, that would be interesting for you too. But I'm glad we went. I'm glad that I have never seen pieces of the Titanic before, so that was a cool experience for me. But we are going to head back towards our ship now.
Yeah. And not to brag or anything, but it's way bigger than any of the ships in there. No big deal.
No big deal. All right, let's get back.
Just some little treats for our luxurious dinner tonight from Windjammer Cafe aboard Jewel of the Seas. We're going to do courses for ourselves. This is a lot of cheese. There were a lot of options, and I wanted them all. And you know what the great part of a buffet is? You can have it all. All of it. Except tonight, because a lot of the stuff just slid off of all of the shelves in the buffet. I made it out just in time. It's a massacre in there.
I don't want to.
You'll be fine. What's a little beef tongue between friends?
I don't want to eat the part that looks like tongue.
It all looks like tongue, Taylor. It's a tongue.
So, anyone else shocked that there's beef tongue on the buffet?
There's so much marinade on it. Honestly, it doesn't even taste beefy. It kind of just tastes like vinegar and some chives and some roasted red pepper, because that's what it is.
Are you serious?
It's roasted red peppers, yeah.
You're the worst.
But come on, that looks like a tongue.
It does.
Does that not look like a tongue?
That looks like a tongue. I was going to say, this is a pepper.
Mm-hmm, it is.
It is pepper.
It's a roasted red pepper. All right.
I'm going to throw you into the ocean, boy. It is Italian night in the main dining room, so there was Italian at the buffet, but we're not the biggest Italian people. I did get the grilled polenta because it looked interesting and I wanted to try it. But I went with the Indian station and got some lamb meatballs on rice, and this was a green veggie medley. Figured might as well eat some vegetables while we're at it.
Yeah, at least two of those veggies are green.
Yeah. So that's another little array of food. There was also there was also fried rice and curry, and they had chicken parm and lasagna, and you can do burgers or hot dogs, but we're gonna go with a little meatball ditty.
Little meatball ditty.
And our final course has arrived, thanks to the wonderful husband of mine. We have a dessert quintet.
4, 5. Yep, quintet.
I got there.
We got that, and that's a raspberry cake. Mm-hmm. This is a coffee
pot.
Yeah, pot
creme.
Pot de creme, yeah.
Pot de creme. That's tiramisu.
Oh, look at that little adorable cake.
It's a chocolate hazelnut, tiny little lava cake. That's not hot.
It looks so cute.
I really went for the cute factor here.
It's adorable. I love everything. Let's dig in. And then after this, what are we heading to?
The schooner bar.
The schooner bar.
Schooner bar.
Yeah, we're gonna go to the schooner bar.
However you say it. We've made it to Schooner Bar. Well, actually, we're in Safari Club now, but we had to come through Schooner Bar. They're doing some kind of 70s.
I think it was 70s disco trivia.
Yeah, and Taylor is surprisingly good at it.
I don't know if you had to name the artist though. If that was the case, I'd be out.
Yeah. They're all Earth, Wind, and Fire.
No. Watch this. This is fun. Ready?
Okay, yep. Oh wow, look at that. It just happens.
Bye.
Bye. Same. Whee. And then when the ship goes back, whee. And as soon as they came, they've left us. Both of our bartenders were like, we can't with these people. Are you seeing this pool table right now? Look at it. Another successful day
I would say so.
aboard Jewel of the Seas.
Our first time in Nova Scotia, but not our last. Because we're going back tomorrow.
Tomorrow we're going to be in Sydney.
Tomorrow we have a different style of excursion, and it starts a little bit later in the afternoon. So we're gonna get up. I love watching as we come into port, and we are gonna bring you along. So make sure you are subscribed. You don't wanna miss that. That'll be next Sunday for you, but tomorrow for us. And give this video a thumbs up if you've enjoyed it. We really enjoyed having you along. So until then, stay magical. Bye.
Oh look, it's Tay. I bet she knows. Tay. What are we doing?
We're going to Halifax.
No. What are we doing right now?
Backing into Halifax.
Are we?
Yeah,
we seem to have overshot our spot.
I think we're probably going into this one.
Okay, I get it. We're backing in.
Pier 21, it looks like.
Oh my goodness, Taylor, we can get tchotchke jewelry and our belly buttons pierced. Is that what they did at Pier 21?
Forever 21.
Oh, right, Forever 21.
No, they did not pierce your belly button at Forever 21.
You can tell I didn't go very often. I did not think I wore the right shoes for this. Ugh, squishy. The process of prepping for a thumbnail. It's 48 degrees outside, 30-mile-an-hour winds, and we're stripping down. The things we do for the internet.
Jake's filming exactly the same thing I am.
We're becoming the same person.
Oh my god, it's the Titanic.